Hey there, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, sorry about that. But today I got a little project I wanted to share. If you have a tracker boat with a VersaTrack system in it and are looking a way to mount a stakeout pole, then this might be for you. It's all about this little guy right here. Very simple to make. Just finished this one up a couple of days ago actually. And you just mount it anywhere you need it on your VersaTrack rail. And it's not that hard to do. So we'll proceed on using a different perspective and go from there.
I'm going fishing with or without you.
All right, so let's talk about what's all involved here. So basically, you need a piece of square tubing. This one's 1/8 of an inch thick, and I believe is 1 3/4 by 1 3/4. So, technically you can go 2 by 2 also if you want to. All right. Now, the aluminum angle is 2 inches by 2 inches, and is also 1/8 of an inch thick. Okay. And this one is a little bit over 4 inches long. And this piece is 5.5 inches long. And the reason I went with 5.5 inches is because I need it to go past the gunnel so I can clear the pole. Okay. Now another thing that I made for mine that's not needed is this one. It's a 3D printed spacer. Because hardware usually sticks down, I make all my angles with this measurement, which I'll take now for you. This is 3/4 of an inch up. And then of course you can space it to whatever you need. All right. Now, the hole that you want to drill here is going to be 1 1/8 inches. Now, if you say, why 1 1/8 inches? Because there are poles that are 1 inch in diameter. So if you have a stakeout pole that's 1 inch in diameter, then you won't need these PVC reducers here. This is for 3/4 of an inch, which I'll get into here in a moment. You can just run it like this off your gunnel. Okay. Now I'm using the traditional stakeout poles, which are 3/4 inch in diameter. So what you're going to need is 3/4 inch PVC bushing and 2 reducers that are 3/4 by a half. I'll have all this linked in the description, so if anybody needs more information on it. Now the only thing with the reducers, there's a little lip inside here on this end that you'll have to remove. And so another thing that you'll need is a cone drill bit. First of all, so you can get your 1 1/8 inch hole here through the aluminum. This is what I used, okay? And the other one is you can go here on this end and just drill it till you get that inner lip off, and then you're good to go with that. Okay. So the other thing also is on the coupler here. When you get this piece, at least on this 1 3/4 inch one, it's not going to fit. It barely fits. So what you're going to do is take a piece of sandpaper and just go back and forth on the sandpaper until you bring it down enough for this to come in here onto the center of the hole. Then from there, you can run your reducers on each side. Okay. It's up to you if you want to glue them. I'm going to glue mine. I just left these off so I can show you. Because once they're in there, they're pretty hard to get out. But you just put it together like that and you're basically done. Now you just got to drill some holes on the bottom to connect these, like so. Okay. I chose rivets. You can use screws and nuts. These are just 3/16 inch holes, 3/16 inch rivets. On this, you'll see I've got 2 more holes here. This is the top side, and that's because I'm running this piece here. But I'll show why I had to do that here in a minute. But that's all there is to this. This just takes up the space, as you can see right here. Makes it more firmer, even though it really doesn't need it. You can see here I use my Scotty mounts, and it's solid. So it's all up to you. I'll make the file available either way. But let's move on to where I'm gonna be putting these. So on my boat, I already have the Power Pole micros, but I wanted a mechanical version. And I couldn't come up with a way to make it at the time that I got these. So now that I made these, if these end up working, then these are going bye-bye. They're going for sale. So I'm having to put mine back here. And the reason I'm having to put them back here is because of how far they stick out. I won't be able to back out the boat if I put them anywhere forward. So I elected to put them here, and that's why I had to remove these that came with the boat and just put them on here. That's the original hardware, and you see they come pretty long, but I didn't want to lose the hardware in case I wanted to go back to the way it was, so it worked out either way. I just used the same hardware and just put them on here. So on the other side is where I started mounting this one. So here's where mine's gonna go, right here. So you can see here are the 2 holes where this was mounted, but I took them off and reused it here, so it works out good. So now all I've got to do is put this in, get it where I want it, and then put these knobs. Now these knobs, I made them, but these you could pick up some similar on Amazon. I just choose to make them because I can, so there's no need to buy them. And so there it is. It's on there, it's tight. I can still, tether off of here onto the dock. It's not in the way when I come in with these uprights. So let me show you with the stakeout pole how they go in. I mean, they work out perfect. And there you have it. It's going to hold the boat. Now, yeah, this moves around, but that don't matter. Okay. Now, one thing I did do, I'll just show you guys. I didn't want to lose my stakeout pole if I accidentally dropped it in the water. So I put these floats on it, and they worked good. I already tested them. This is just a 3D printed collar that I made. This originally was for put a tie wrap on it, but I don't really need it. So you can actually set the height of this if you're using this for a camera here and just wanted to make sure that this will stay up. You can adjust your height. Other than that, I put mine all the way up. I've already tested it. It'll hold the head up. I haven't tested it in deep water. I will soon, just to make sure that if it did fall in the water, I don't know if this float is enough to support the weight of the whole pole. But I do know that if one end is resting on the ground, this end will come up and be floating on top of the water. All right. This is another thing that I made for my boat, just to hold these poles. because obviously I don't want to lose them because they're not cheap. But same setup on these mounts. Everywhere on my boat is Scotty. Same setup here for the bimini top. They just work out good, at least for me. All right. And that's pretty much all there is to it.
So I hope this video has been worthy of a watch. And if it helped you in any way, give it a like. And if you can, if you do make one of these, drop a comment. Let me know how it's worked out for you, if it's helped you in any way. All right? And I'll be looking forward to the next video coming up soon. Later.